Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yo Nityam Achyuta Padambuja Yugma Rukma Vyamoha Tasaditara Nitranaya Mene Asmat Guroho Bhagavato Siddhaika Sindhoho Ramanujasya Charano Sharanam Prapadhe Yasya Smarnamatrena Dvaita Vasana Paramachyate Bodhatmakaya Namastasmai Bhagavate Shri Ramanamarshi Hridakashe Sada Bhantam Shantamananda Rupinam Jnanabanamaham Bande Sadgurum Shri Satyasayinam Amantaryaminam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Chananda Gopakumaraya Shri Govindaya Namo Namaha. More than the 11 years that they spent with Krishna, the Gopikas are known more for how they led the rest of their lives after Bhagavan had physically departed for Mathura. The physical proximity is what helps to start off and cement that relationship with God. But after that, once that flame is lit, it is not necessary. One day in Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa looked at Narendra, who later became Swami Vivekananda. He would sing very beautifully with great bhava. And so Paramahamsa Deva looked at Narendra and said, "Sing." And so he sang. And on hearing that song, slowly Sri Ramakrishna lost himself and went into Samadhi. And became stock still. The song ended, but he was still lost in that Samadhi. So Narendra slowly got up and left the room. After some time, Sri Ramakrishna came back. And his eyes flitted across the room. And thinking that he was looking for Narendra, somebody said, "He has already left the room." Sri Ramakrishna said, "That's all right. He has lit the fire. That is enough." And the rest of the time was spent with all of those people who basked in that presence, the divine presence of Paramahamsa, who was himself lost in that Supreme. But Narendra became merely the starter of that divine fire in that moment. It was not that somebody needed to start it in Sri Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna was the fire itself of prema. But nevertheless, just as that initial starting is required, after that, that flame takes care of itself. In the same way for the Gopikas also, Bhagavan, the presence of Krishna in their lives is what awakened that great prema that was there in their heart. But after that, that was enough. It will do the trick. But the body and the mind is also involved. The heart alone can sustain itself purely based on this, but the body and the mind, which have been so long used to being with Sri Krishna. Tomorrow you will all feel that. For 7 days, morning and evening, as you've been coming here, tomorrow at 10 o'clock you will feel empty. What's going on? Why is it so different? And that will last for a few days at least. And that is the difference between you and them. For them it lasted their entire life. If you can make this last your entire life, you are a Gopika. That longing that they had for Krishna lasted their entire life. That attachment to Krishna was not diminished by distance. If anything, it increased. Pratikshanam vardhamanam, says Narada in his Bhakti Sutras. This prema is unique. How? It is full. It is already full. When it comes, it is full. And then what happens? It keeps increasing. How can it be full and keep increasing? Isn't the ocean like that? Isn't the ocean full and yet it keeps increasing because the water keeps coming from all the rivers into it? Like that prema also. Pratikshanam vardhamanam. So the Gopikas in the initial stages when Krishna had left were still coming to terms with that raw loss, that pain that was in them. It was visceral for them. And they couldn't bear that pain. Krishna, on the other hand, had to be running around with so many different things. He also did not come. So in this state, the Gopikas did not know how to live their lives and were undergoing such excruciating pain that Bhagavan could not bear it. Bhagavan, we said, as soon as he came to Mathura, immediately his parents got his Upanayanam done, sent him off to Sandipani Gurukulam 64 days. Why did Bhagavan finish it in 64 days? Because mind didn't go to studies. That is why children are taught in early years of their life before their mind gets distracted to other things. Krishna's mind was already distracted. It was attracted, not distracted. So even when he was learning different vidyas, he'll be only thinking about Gopika. 64 vidyas, different names. Or name Lalita, Vishaka, Radha. He is reading in different way. Nobody can understand the plight of God. We are all so selfishly obsessed with our own plights all the time. I am sad, I am like this, I am like... Who thinks about Bhagavan, how Bhagavan feels? Bhagavan is Ananda Swarupa. No, but he is also Prema Swarupa. Don't make any mistakes about it. Bhagavan is very unique. Bhagavan is very, very unique. Bhagavan feels these things. When one devotee is crying for him, Bhagavan cannot bear that pain. People are not aware, are not sensitive to Bhagavad Hridayam, the heart of God. So everyone is only obsessed with themselves, with what they feel, with their bhava, with how they are sad or happy or what they have. They do not spare a moment to think about his heart. Gopikas included it. At this current point in time, even the Gopikas are only thinking about themselves, how difficult it is for them, how much they are missing Krishna and so on. That is impacting Krishna in his mission. Once it so happened that Swami had called the boys for an interview, a small group of boys for an interview. And he spoke to them for a while, and after that he said, all right, go. Swami, some more time, Swami, please, Swami. And there was so much prema in that. Swami said, all right, and he sat down. And he spoke for some more time. And he said, all right, now you all go. Swami, please, Swami. And they started to cry. And Swami said, so many people are waiting for me, Ra. Swami, please, Swami. So Swami once again sat. It went on and on and on until bhajans began at 6 o'clock. And Swami said, at least now I have to go, Ra. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. And Bhagavan had to plead with them. These are small young boys. Bhagavan is the Lord and he is pleading with them. That is the power of prema. Bhagavan is rendered helpless in front of that prema. And Swami said, don't be selfish like this. This time I gave you, but do not be selfish like this. I have come for everybody, he said. But what is the true premi? What does he do? He understands Bhagavad Hridayam and conducts himself according to what would please the Lord, not expecting the Lord to please him. This is the most important thing that we have to understand when it comes to prema. This is the secret of prema. And for this, utter selflessness is necessary, otherwise this prema cannot arise in us. There is only one goal in prema, tatsukha sukhitvam. It is the pleasure of the Lord. That is all. What will it eventually do? There is some mechanics behind it. There are scientific so-called principles behind it, mechanics behind it. What happens in that? As you keep thinking about him, you keep thinking about yourself less. In the end, that tannizhappu will happen on its own. The loss of this individuality will happen on its own without effort. In a state of sweetness, it will happen. That is the power of prema. That is the power of this path of prema. The same goal that is achieved through all the other paths is achieved through prema also, which is tannizhappu, which is the loss of one's individuality, this loss of this little limitation of our identity. That will go. But how will it go? It will go simply by being immersed in thinking about Him, about His happiness, about His pleasure, about His joy. In that you efface yourself. It is the most perfect form of self-effacement. But the Gopikas had not yet reached that stage. They were still thinking about how sad and how terribly sad it was for them to be without Krishna. And Bhagavan could not also be happy, so when Krishna came back from Sandipani ashram, often he would stand alone. The palace that was there, Ugrasena's palace, they had several quarters for all the people there. Krishna would usually favor a particular balcony which was looking southwest or southeast, or a particular angle. He will look there, he will stand there with his hand resting on one of the columns and just stare into the distance. Far across there, the Yamuna and the Vanam will be there in the distance. He'll be standing there and sighing deeply. Uddhava saw this. Who was Uddhava? Abdina Vrishninam pravaro mantri krishnasya daita sakha sishyo brahaspater sakshat Uddhavo buddhi sattamaha. Uddhava is introduced to us by Shri Shuka. Who is Uddhava? Abdina Krishnasya daita sakha. Krishna's most beloved friend. Daita, Abdina very beloved. The Gopika is called Krishna Daita. Uddhava is also Daita. Krishna is all Daita. Even Daityas can be Daita to him. Prahladan or Daityan, Romba Daitan. Vrishninam pravaro mantri. He was very intelligent. Uddhava buddhi sattamaha, extraordinarily intelligent, so intelligent that Brihaspati, Devaguru Brihaspati scouted him out as a very enviable candidate and recruited him into his own Patashala in his Gurukulam and taught him. Personally taught Uddhava. Sishyo Brihaspater Sakshat. He was not, even Krishna only went to Sandipani. He was a local mortal. Ujjaini wala. Uddhava na Sakshat Brihaspati ni cholra. And he was a very important counselor and minister for Krishna and a friend for Krishna. Most importantly, ella tavada Buddhi Sattaman, extraordinarily intelligent, capable, competent, all of that. But all of that was not what he was thinking about. There's only one thing he was happy about. Krishnasya daita sakha. Krishna looks at me for everything. I'm there to serve Krishna. This is what he wanted. From the age of 5, he was so immersed in Krishna Bhakti that he would be always playing. Even in his playtime, he would be only imagining and playing as though he was with Krishna. And his mother would call him for breakfast and he would not even come because he would be so immersed in Krishna and Krishna and Krishna. He lived his life for Krishna. He became old serving Krishna. Right at the end, from the moment Krishna came to Mathura till right at the end when Bhagavan left his body, Uddhava was with Bhagavan. That was the closeness that Uddhava shared. So this Uddhava came and saw Bhagavan. Bhagavan looking a bit unhappy. Bhagavan unhappy na? Bhagavan is Anandamaya Bhagavan. At the same time, Premamaya Bhagavan. He's Anandamaya Bhagavan. He's also Premamaya Bhagavan. In his Brahmananda Swarupa, he is always happy. But when he thinks about the suffering of his beloved Gopikas, he is also unhappy. So he's unhappy. Nobody is able to find it out. Krishna hides it from everybody. Krishna doesn't want to inflict his sorrow on anybody else. He is bearing everything himself quietly. Uddhava sees it. Uddhava knows Bhagavat Hridayam. Uddhava knows Bhagavan's heart. Uddhava has only one thing in his life to exist. Krishna, 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 Krishna Seva. Nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows Uddhava's life story. Did Uddhava get married? Did he have children? Did he have any problems with his wife? Did he have problems with the children? Did he have any health issues? Nothing we know. Only one thing we know. He was always serving Krishna. That's all we know. He never brought his considerations up to Bhagavan. He never even presented himself in front of Bhagavan as, what are you doing for me? It was not that. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Uttama Bhakta. He came to Krishna. Krishna, what's happening? Why are you sad? Oh, nothing, Uddhava. It's nothing. It's nothing. Because Bhagavan has been brushing it. Bhagavan has not told anybody this. But Bhagavan says to Uddhava also it is nothing. Uddhava catches hold of Krishna. Even to me will you say it is nothing? I thought I was a close confidant of yours. If to me you cannot open your heart, then who else will you open it out to Bhagavan? Tell me. I am here for you. Tell me. I am here for you. Krishna Krishna is saying I am here for you to everybody. And to Bhagavan also there should be somebody. That is why Krishna enjoyed the time in Vrindavan where he had an Amma and he had an Appa. He had people who cared for him. Everywhere else people are asking, look after me, protect me, give me this, give me that. And there is one place where they are saying, Krishna, take this. Krishna, have this. Krishna, are you okay? Krishna, shall I pray? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. They are looking after Krishna. Krishna cherished those moments. Golden age. So Uddhava is like that. Uddhava tells Krishna, tell me. Appa Bhagavan caught hold of Uddhava's hands. Tamaha Bhagavan preshtam bhaktam ekantinam kvachit grihitva paninam panim prapannarti haro harihi. Preshtam bhaktam ekantinam. Shuka is giving description after adjective to describe Uddhava here. Preshtam bhaktam ekantinam. Preshtam na abdi dear, recognition is sweetheart, dear. Bhagavan ko Uddhavanam sweetheart than. Bhagavan is looking Uddhava, taking hold of Uddhava's paninam panim grihitva. Bhagavan took hold of Uddhava's hands in his own hands. Uddhava near pakara. Just imagine how it will be. Krishna standing and holding Uddhava's hands, looking at Uddhava. You are very dear to me, Uddhava. You are very close to me. You are my exclusive devotee. You are. Who is Bhagavan Abdina? Prapannarti haroharihi ni solraringe. He is the one who destroys the sorrow of those who have surrendered to him. Ana here Uddhava is ready to destroy Krishna's sorrow. Krishna, tell me. I am thinking about Gopikas of Rajabhumi. I am thinking about Nanda and Yashoda. I am thinking about the Gopikas of Raja. Why? What about them? What about them? You are with me all the time, so you do not know what is their plight. Having been with me for so long, they are almost on the verge of dying. Talmanas ta manmanaskaha matpranaha madarte tyakta daihikaha mameva daitam preshtam atmanam manasagataha ye tyaktaloka dharmascha madarte tan bibarmyaham ta tanmanaskaha. Their minds are always upon me. Mat prana, their lives are fixed upon me. Madarte tyakta daihikaha, they are even willing to give up their bodies for my sake. If I don't do something now, they will give up their bodies. I have to do something now. Bhagavan ka pressure undu. I have to do something now. Ma'ameva daitam, to them I am the daitam, I am the beloved. Preshtam, I am their sweetheart. Atmanam, I am their very self. And the gopis who have given up loka, dharma, cha, tan, tyaktva, they have given up the world, they have given up dharma, they have given up everything for my sake. Should I not look after them? Should I not protect them? Uddhava? Of course you should protect them, Kanna. Come, let us go. We'll go immediately. Come. I'll make all the arrangements. I'll make everything ready. I'll clear your calendar. Don't worry about it. We will go now. We will go. This weekend we will go to Vrindavanam. I've also heard you speak so much about it. I'll go. I'll come with you. We'll go. Krishna said, no, we cannot go to Vrindavan. Why not? Why cannot we go? Vrindavan is so close. From Mathura, how far away is Vrindavan? Let us go. No, we cannot go. Why not? Bhagavan says, Bhagavan cholala hai, Shuka is not recording it, but Bhagavan said it. Bhagavan said, there is a problem. Enna? Mero man Vrindavan mein atko. Mero man gopinan sang atko. Uddhava, my mind is captured there. My mind is stuck in Vrindavan. If I go to Vrindavan, I will not come back. I'll stay there itself. I have a mission. I will forget all of those things. If I go there and if I look at my gopis, if I look at my gopikas, I will, once with great difficulty, I made my heart a stone and I left as they were crying. It was not easy for me. Everybody was thinking, everybody was cursing, saying, Tu hai but nirmohi mana. Oh, you have no attachment whatsoever. You are like hard as a stone, Krishna. We are all crying here for you. Yet you are going away. Do you not have compassion? They were thinking, do you know how much I had to keep a facade outside? I had to keep an exterior like that. I had to pretend as though it did not matter to me. It matters. Even now it is mattering to me, Uddhava. If I go there, I will not be able to come back. So I cannot go. Not now. I'll do more of this work here, then I will go. But no, I cannot go now. If I go now, I cannot come back. But tell them I'll come. You go. You take a message and you go. Take a message for me. Uddhava looked at Bhagavan and said, Krishna, all these years you were in Vrindavan. And I was languishing alone here in Mathura, waiting for you to come. And now that you have come, as soon as you came, you went off to study. Okay, I also somewhat accompanied you. But now you are sending me away. Why, Krishna? What have I done? Don't send me away, Krishna. No, Uddhava, understand me. You will understand my heart. I will not find peace until they are happy. So for my sake, okay, in that case, I'll go and come. Quickly, I'll go and come. I'll quickly go and come back. This morning I'll go, I'll try to take the express chariot. Not like Akurura. He went there, spent a whole night. Krishna said, it'll take time. Doesn't matter. You go and come back ASAP. ASAP is such a beautiful word. As possible. As soon as possible. You come back ASAP. So Uddhava said, fine, what should I do? Bhagavan wrote a letter. Bhagavan said, wait, I'll write a letter. Bhagavan wrote a letter to the Gopikas, rolled it up, gave it to Uddhava, go. So, given this commission, given this message, like how Bhagavan gave a message to Hanuman to take to Sita, like that Bhagavan is choosing Uddhava. Bhagavan always chooses only those who are very, very, very dear to him to take such messages and go. And a sadharana message. When Hanuman comes to Ashoka Vatika, Sita looks at him and says, knowing that Rama has sent you, I will be free to talk to you. Otherwise, I will not talk to strangers, to talk to strange men, but I will talk to you because Rama himself has sent you. He has chosen you. But then Sita feels confident in Hanuman. Even though she is only seeing him for the first time now. Like that, Bhagavan is sending somebody to see the Gopikas. Gopikas are his treasured secret. If he has to send somebody, how perfect they must be. Bhagavan is choosing Uddhava. So Uddhava left there. Despite all his plans, it was sunset by the time he arrived in Vrindavanam. He came to Vrajam, it was sunset. It was already slowly becoming dark. And other people could not see him then. The Gopikas were not there. They would not see that he came. He went straight to Nandagopa's house, got down there and went inside. Nandagopa knew Uddhava. They welcomed him. He sat there and said, how is Krishna? First question, how is Krishna? How is Krishna? They gave him good food and so on. And Nanda himself is Tamagatam samagimya Krishnasya anucharam priyam Nandaha prita parishvajya Vasudevadi archayat bojitam paramannena samvishnam kashipausukam gatashramam paryapritchat padasamvahanadibihi. Chariot na varar pavam. But Nandagopa welcomes him because Krishnasya anucharam priyam. He's a very dear follower of Krishna, dear friend of Krishna. Like, welcomes him, embraces him, gives him good food, gives him a soft bed to rest upon, and massages his feet. Uddhavan chinna payyan. Uddhavan is a small boy. Krishna age irukkum. Krishna vida konja young. How old Nandagopa is? He is pressing his feet. Tiredness lam pedta. Krishna eppadi irukka. How is Vasudeva? How is Devaki? How is Krishna? Does he still remember us? Does he still remember Gokulam? Gopan Vrajana cha Atmanatam Gavo Vrindavanam Girim Mataram Suhrudaha Sakhin Apismaratina Krishna. Does Krishna remember his mother, his father, his Gokulam, his friends, all his girlfriends? Sakhin, all his friends. Ella irkalinge. Ella nyavar kavanak. Does he remember? Api Ayasyati Govinda Swajanan Sakradikshitum. Will he come at least once to see all of us? Or is he very busy? We know that by now we know who he is. He is Sakshat Bhagavan himself. I have no doubts about it. It is our great good fortune that he spent so much time with us. Apni chala chala Nanda started to cry. Yashodamma is there. Yashoda starts to cry. They show Uddhava all the different places. Here is where he used to sleep. Here is where he broke this pot. Here is where, look, all his playthings are here. Even his flute he left behind and when he went to Mathura. The whole night none of them slept. They only spoke about Krishna. Uddhava was looking, what prema is this? What prema is this? And seeing that love and seeing that sorrow, he said to them, you have so much love for him. Such love is not easy to be attained. But even now he is the nearest and the dearest to all of you. And there is nobody who is special to him, extraordinarily special to him. But na mata, na pita, tasya, na bharya, na sudadayaha. There is no mother, no father, no wife, no children, nothing for him. Na atmiyo, na paraschapi, na deho, janmaye vacha. There is none is related to him, yet nobody is a stranger to him. He does not have a birth at all. But at the same time, even though all of that is true and he does not have anything, அப்படின்னா கூட युवयोरेवनायम् आत्मजः आत्मजो भगवान् हरिः सर्वेषाम् आत्मजो ह्यात्मा पिता माता स ईश्वरः. But don't think Bhagavan is your child alone. Bhagavan is everybody's child. Sarvesham Atmajah. He Atma, he is the innermost self of everybody. He is the child of everybody. Mata, Pita, Ishvaraha. He is mother of everybody, father of everybody, lord of everybody. He is everything. All in all. As you consider him, so he is to you. If you think you are a child, na Bhagavan is a child. If you think Bhagavan is Natha, na Bhagavan is Natha. Bhagavan Mata, na Bhagavan is Mata. Bhagavan Pita, na Bhagavan is Pita. So what do we say? Na Mata, Pita, Guru, Daivam, Ari, Antayu Nive. You are everything to us. Bhagavan is everything to us. Whatever we want him to be, he is that to us. So in this way, he speaks about Krishna's Tattvam. They speak about Krishna's Avataram. In this manner, the Avatara, the Daiva Prajna, Jiva Prajna, all of it come together and a blissful night is spent. Early in the morning, all the Gopikas get up to go about their duties of the day. They have to go to the Yamuna first to have their ablutions there before the menfolk come. Bring water and so on. And so they all get up in the morning and they go, and when the sun is rising, they see that a gold inlaid chariot is standing in front of Nandagopal's house. Immediately they said, "Who is this? Chariot has come back again. Has Krishna come back again? Has Krishna come? Overnight did Krishna come? But if Krishna came, then he would have surely let us all know that he has come. That means Krishna has not come. Then whose chariot is it? Is that Akrura? Has he come back again? That useless, cruel fellow? Has he come back again? What more does he want now? Having taken Krishna away, what more does he want? We've heard that Kamsa has been killed. Maybe he wants to do the funeral rites of his master Kamsa with our blood and flesh. That is why he has come to kill us also. They are saying. Why did he come? Why has this chariot come? Apo, that's when they see Uddhava. Tam Viksha Krishnanucharam Rajastriyakam Pralambabahum Navaganjalochanam Pitambaram Pushkaramalinam Lasan Mukha Ravindam Manimrishta Kundalam. Uddhava is there. How is Uddhava? Pralambabahum, big long arms. Navakanjalochanam with eyes like lotus petals. Pitambaram, yellow silks wrapped around his waist. Pushkaramalinam with a flower garland around his neck. Lasal Mugaravindam, face is shining like the newly blossomed lotus. Mani Marishta Kundalam with the ear ornaments shining in his ears. Uddhava never had a life of his own. Uddhava did not have a life of his own. he never bought clothes for himself. Whatever clothes Krishna used and discarded, he will use it. உடுத்து களைந்தனின் பீதக ஆடையும் அப்படின்னு ஆழ்வார் sings. The clothes Krishna wore and discarded, only those clothes he will take up and wear. The food Krishna ate and left, he would eat. Otherwise, if Krishna did not leave anything, he will not. Krishna shesham da avanukku சாப்பிடுறதுக்கு. The garlands Krishna wore and discarded, he would wear. The perfume and scents that Krishna used and discarded, he would use. எல்லாமே was only what Krishna. அதனால he walked like Krishna, spoke like Krishna, looked like Krishna, 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 constantly Krishna dhyanam இல்லையா? Like the Gopikas, he is also another Gopika தான். Uddhava is another Gopika. Constantly immersed in Krishna dhyanam, he is looking like Krishna. அதனால the Gopikas எல்லாம் பார்க்கறாங்க, அங்க இருந்து he is walking and coming. It's such all this, with this beauty he is coming. Suchismitaha koyam apicha darshanaha. அவளெல்லாம் சிரிச்சுட்டே பார்க்கறா, with smiles upon their face. They say, who is this person looking so handsome? So apicha darshanaha ன்னு சொன்னா. இவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்கானே, இவ்வளவு ஹேண்ட்ஸமா இருக்கானே. Gopikas are not looking to look at somebody else's handsomeness. இல்ல, ஏன்னா in that beauty, in that handsomeness, they can see a charm that belongs only to their beloved, to Krishna. அதனால வச்சுடுறா, கிருஷ்ணஸ்ய கஸ்யா அச்சுத வேஷபூஷணஹா. Who is this fellow dressed like Krishna? ன்னு சொன்னா. உடனே தெரியும். They will not, even in the dim light of the early morning, they will not mistake anybody for Krishna. Krishna alone, they will know Krishna if Krishna comes. Even if this person is the same height as Krishna, same build as Krishna, same veshabhusha as Krishna, they know he is not Krishna. Who is he? Who is he, this first person? Utsukat uttama shloka padambujashrayam. They know that he is somebody who has taken refuge at the lotus feet of Achyuta. Who is this person? They came near him. With smiles they came and they gave him a seat. Please come and sit down. Avale Shaluta. They gave up all their shyness. They came to him and said, please come and sit down. Are you coming from Mathura? Looking at you, you look as though you are very close to Krishna. Are you close to Krishna? Has Krishna sent you here? Or hope in their hearts. Has Krishna sent you here? Even before Uddhava could say anything, Uddhava is merely smiling at them. Look at their enthusiasm, is smiling. Vada Gopikasa. Oh, so these are the Gopikas that Krishna has been talking about all the time. Appadina paakara. Uddhava is still processing it. So you have come from Krishna, have you? I wonder why Krishna has sent you here. Another Gopika said, why else would he send? He has only two people that he cares about in all of this Vrajam. Nanda Gopa and Yashodamma. So he must have sent a message for them. Because he is not going to care about anybody else. Why would he care about us? Another Gopika says, that's true, that is true. The birds come and sit on the tree as long as there are fruits to be had. Once all the fruits are eaten, will they keep sitting on the tree? They will leave the tree and go to some other tree where fruits are there. Some people are like that. The guest quits the house as soon as he's had his meal. இப்படி எல்லாம் people live in this world இல்லையா அப்படின்னு ஒன்று சொல்றது. அதுக்குள்ள அங்கே ஒரு bee came buzzing around, sit on a flower. அதை பார்த்தா Radha saw that bee. And addressing that bee as though addressing Uddhava as in Krishna. Uddhavana பேசுற மாதிரி they are speaking. எப்படி Sita வந்து she took a blade of grass and put it and spoke to Ravana இல்லையா? Uddhavan is not like Ravana. இருந்தாலும் looking at that bee, madhupakitava bandho masprishaangrim sabatnya kucha vilulita mala kunkumashrubirnaha vahatu madhupatis talmaninam prasadam yadu sadasi vidambyam yasya dootatvam idrik Madhupa kitava bandho. Madhupa enu கூப்பிடுறா. Madhupa அப்படின்னா one who drinks on madhu, nectar. Bee. Madhuனாலே bee தான். Krishna is also called Madhu. Madhusudanan, Madhuripu அப்படிங்கிறதால Krishna also is called Madhu. Madhupa kitava bandho, O friend of that cheat. அப்படின்னு கூப்பிடுறா. கித்தவபந்து, யார் உத்தவனை சொல்லு, கித்தவபந்து மதுபகித்தவபந்தோ, ஓ ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஆஃப் த சீட்டர், you've come as a messenger of him who cheats all of us. சொல்றா. ஆசை காட்டி மோசம் பண்ணிட்டான் இல்லையா? நேசமில் எனக்கு உன் ஆசையை காட்டி நீ மோசம் செய்யாத அருள் அருணாச்சலான்னு சொன்ன. பகவான் said to அருணாச்சலா, I never had any love for you. நேசமில், எனக்கு ஒரு நேசமும் இல்லை பேசமும் இல்லை, I was living my life. நேசமில் எனக்கு உன் ஆசையை காட்டி நீ வந்து you came there and stole away my heart, danced in front of me, உன் அழகை காட்டி, now don't cheat me. It's not like I came running behind you. Our Gopikas padthane, Krishna was calling them by the flute, they came running. இவன் கூப்பிட்டதானே வந்தாம்பா. அதனால சொல்ல, நேசமில் எனக்கு உன் ஆசையை காட்டி மோசம் செய்யாதே, don't cheat me like this. How is it that Lakshmi still trusts him? அப்படின்னு கேட்கிறார். Mahalakshmi still trusts him? No, she's been with him for so long, she should know how he is. This fellow will flit across like this, such a flirt he is. I don't know why she is still anabhayini, அப்படின்னா I will not move away from him, she is still sticking to him. Endano. How cruel he is, we all know. சொல்ற, மிருகயுகோரிவ கபீந்திரம் விவத்ய விவ்யதே லப்ததர்மா ஸ்திரியம் அகிருத விரூபாம் ஸ்திரீஜித காமயானாம் பலிமபி பலிமத்வா வேஷ்டயத் துவாங்ஷவத். Like a hunter, he killed that monkey hiding behind the tree. And a poor woman who came because she loved him got her nose chopped off. And one strong man was made a prisoner, bound up he was. Bali was bound up by him, saying, you have not kept up your word. அப்படி ஒருத்தன் இருக்கான், such a fellow he is. அப்படின்னு அவனை திட்டுறா. நிந்தா ஸ்துதி. At the same time they are praising him, at the same time they are scolding him. Who will trust this fellow? Did Vali think? Vali even said, if it is really Rama who has come, Rama will not do anything untoward. He will not break dharma to kill me. அப்படின்னு வாலி சொல்லிட்டு தான் போனான். பாவம் மார் தட்டின்ட்டு போனா, அந்த மார்லயே வந்து அம்பு. He thumped his chest and said, Rama will not do it, and the same chest was pierced by Rama's arrow. Shurpanaga came, I will marry you. Now he cut his nose and sent. Bali said, what do you want? I will give you. Now he made Bali a prisoner. இப்படி இருக்கானே இவன் அப்படின்னா. ஆனா even though he is like yastadalam asit asita sakyaihi dustyaja katartaha, even though he is like this, we cannot stop talking about him. He is a dangerous man. यदनुचरित लीला कर्ण पीयूष विप्रुट सकृदन विदूत द्वंद्व धर्मा विनष्टाः सपदी गृह कुटुंबम दीनमुत्सृज्य दीना बहवैः विहंगाः भिक्षुचर्यान् चरन्ति. You're a dangerous fellow he is. Yad anucharati leela karna piyush viprut, even if a drop of the nectar called stories enter into our ears, our lives will be transformed, will be changed. Ennagum na viduta dvanda dharma vinashtaha. Dvanda dharma, the dharma of dualities will go away from us. Apra joy and sorrow will not matter, pain and pleasure will not matter, profit and loss will not matter, fame and censure will not matter, nothing will matter to us. Ella who cares? Krishna appadi. அது மாத்திரம் இருந்தா பரவாயில்ல, at least we can stop with that. Sapadi, immediately sapadi அப்படினு immediately griha kutumbam deenam utsrijya, they will give up their houses, their wives, their dependents, everything they will give up. Bahavaha, யாரோ ஒன்று ரெண்டு இல்லையா, bahavaha, many people. Iha vihanga bhikshucharyan charanti, they will all become paramahamsas. Vihanga na burden artham, burden na hamsa na artham, hamsa na paramahamsa na artham. Slayadiya Beshara. They are speaking like this. Many birds, Many birds will leave their homes, their wives, their children, their wealth, everything, and they will go bhikshucharyam charanti. They will take up a begging bowl in their hands and go away. And all sannyasis they'll become. Paramahamsas they will become. ஏன்னா ஒரு கதை கேட்டா போருமா? அப்படித்தானே ஆச்சு. சுகா பர்ஹாபீடம் நடவர வபுஹுன்னு அப்படி எல்லாத்தையும் மறந்து போச்சு. Everything was forgotten by Shuka. இப்படி so many people have heard one little story of Krishna and they have lost their heart to Krishna. இனி Krishna 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 ஆயிட்டு. Such a person, don't talk to us about him. We don't want to hear about him. He left us and went away. We don't want to hear about him. அப்படின்னு Uddhava is still watching all of this. What do I make of the this state is called Mahabhava. The Mahabhava state it is not sometimes it becomes a silent state, sometimes it is a speaking state, but when it is a speaking state nothing makes sense. What are they saying? Do they not like him or do they like him? Don't talk to us about him. We can't forget about him. Don't tell anything more about Krishna. We cannot hear enough about Krishna. In the end, tell us more about him. How is he? How is Krishna? How is Krishna? Pata, he is understanding this Mahabhava in which they are. He doesn't know what to say. He takes the letter. Krishna has written a letter. He takes the letter and says, Krishna has written a letter to you all. I came here only for you. Krishna specifically sent me here with this letter for you all. Please read it. Pata, as he's handing the letter over, nobody is willing to take the letter. Krishna's letter. Krishna's letter. Krishna's letter. Take it. He's holding the scroll in his hand. Nobody is taking it. Or Yamma, you take it. No, I cannot take it. Why? My whole body is burning in the jwara of tapa, the heat of separation. If I take it, I'm afraid it will burn to ashes. I will not touch it. Another gopi says, you take it. Her eyes are pouring with so much tears. She says, if I take this letter in my hand, my tears will wipe away all the aksharams, the writing in it. I will not take it. But what shall I do? You read it. How can I read it? It's a letter Krishna has written for you. It's a personal letter Krishna has written for you. They looked at Uddhava and said, you are like us. We take one look at you and we can understand you are Namagoshti. You merely have a male body. Ana, in your heart you have Gopi Bhavam. Adanale, you are one of us. You read. Okay. He said, Aho. Uddhava said, Aho. Yuyam sma purnartha bhavatyo lokapujitaha. You have attained the fullness and the wholeness and the purpose of your life. The whole world should worship you. Vasudeve Bhagavati Yasam Ityarpitam Manaha. The way in which you have offered your minds to Krishna is something that is unique in the world. Only you have accomplished this, because usually Dana Vrata Tapa Homa Japaswadhyaya Samyamaihi Shreyo Bihi Vividaischa Anyaihi Krishne Bhakti Sadhyate. Usually people do lot of activities such as Dana, Vrata, Tapa, Homa, Japa, etc. Studying of the scripture. All of this is done so that Chitta Shuddhi happens, so that Krishna Bhakti will arise in our heart. Krishna Bhakti will not chumma varadu. Krishna Bhakti will not arise like if you are immersed in worldliness. Krishna Bhakti will not come to you. Charvita Charvananamna Prahlada says, when Hiranyakashipu asks the two gurus, Shanda and Amarka, did you teach him all this? And Prahlada says, they do not know all these things. Those who are immersed all the time in worldliness, worldly concerns, for them, how will they even understand what is Krishna Bhakti? They do not know. Generally you need all of those things to attain, but you people have attained it. Without all of it, you have such extraordinary prema for Krishna. Bhagavati uttama shloke bhavati bihi anuttama bhakti prakirtita dishtya muninam abhi durlabha. You have even munis, even rishis and sages cannot attain the kind of bhakti that you have attained. Such an extraordinary bhakti you have. To be with you itself is a great blessing to me, Children. Uddhava says, Sarvatma bhavo adhikrito bhavati namadokshaje vikarane mahabhaga mahan me anugraha kritaha. It is a great blessing to me, that I have seen the prema that is there in your hearts towards Krishna. It's a great blessing. Listen to me. I will read this letter out to you. This is how Bhagavan writes. Bhagavanu vacha. The Lord says. Bhagavan is saying, looking at the Bhavatinam Viyogo me nahi sarvatmana kvachit yata bhutani bhuteshu kham vayu agni jalam mahi tataham cha manah prana bhutendriya gunashrayaha. Krishna tells the Gopikas, the letter Arambikya, Krishna is saying, oh girls, there can be no separation between you and me. There can be no separation between you and me because I am manifest of the whole universe. Just as the 5 elements, the Pancha Mahabhutas, are always there permeating all objects, so also I am permeating everything because I am the supreme cause of all of this. Atmanyevatmanatmanam srije hanmi anupalaye Atmamaya anubhavena bhutendriya gunatmanam. I create, I sustain, I dissolve all things from myself, in myself, back into myself. All of this is nothing but my leela, my gunas coming out like this. Understand the truth. Atma jnanamaya shuddha vyatirikto agunanvayaha sushupti swaprajagridbhihi maya vrittibhihi yate. Bhagavan explains the nature of the Atma to the Gopikas. Prema, no need to talk to them. They already are at the very extremities of prema. Konja stabilize pandatkaka Bhagavan speaks Atma Tattvam to them. Atma jnanamaya. Jnanamaya swarupan is Atma. Shuddhaha, Vyatiriktaha. It is different from all of these anatma vastus which is made up of the avidya gunas. Sushuptihi swaprajagridbhihi maya vrittibhiriyate. It is that Atma is the eternal witness of all the 3 stages. It is unmoved by all of it. Yenendriyan arthan dhyayet mrisha swapnavaduttitaha tannirudhyat indriyani vinidra pratyabhadyata. Just as an awakened man, once he wakes up, understands that all of this is only a dream, so also when jnana arises in the mind, then all these waking state is also understood to be only a dream. Knowing this, one should not get too caught up in this worldly phenomenon. Yedadantas samam nayo yoga sankhya manishinam tyagastapo damas satyam samudrantha ivabagaha. And this is the goal, this understanding is the goal, this is the realization is the final goal of all the various margas, various paths of spirituality that are present in this world, just as all the rivers come to the same ocean. Everybody discourse, Bhagavan is giving Vedantam to Gopikas. Yatvaham bhavatinam vai dure varte priyodrisham manasaha sannikarshartam mad anudhyana kamyayam. Now I am currently staying far away from you physically. It is only so that you may unite with me internally. Separation in union, union in separation. I am staying far away from you physically so that you may internally unite with me, become close to me. Even when I am always with you, you will not think about me so much as I am away from you. At that time, you will always be thinking about me. Isn't it so? Our family is with us all the time. We don't think so much about them. If suppose they have to travel for some reason, then I hope they are all right. I hope they are all right. And you always be thinking about them when they are not there with you. We may think, why is Bhagavan giving Vedantam to the Gopikas? Now Bhagavan says this to them. Mayyavesha manakrisam vimukta ashesha vrittiyat anusmarantyo mam nityam achiran mam upeshyatha. Allow your minds to be completely immersed into me and me alone. Even now you are holding on to one small thing. Ayo, Krishna is not with us. We are suffering the Krishna Viyogam, the separation from Krishna Angarache. You have to exist in order for the Viyogam to exist. It is because of the existence of this I that Viyoga is possible. If the I is not there, only Yoga is possible. Yoga na union, Viyoga na separation. Enga Viyoga mandadu. When I is there, Viyoga is there. If the I is not there, there is no question of yoga at all. Everything is one. Adanal, allow your minds to submit to Bhagavan. Because the mind is rushing with the Gopikas. The mind is rushing towards Krishna to submit in him. They are holding on to one thing. Oh, I am suffering. And the bhava mirke. Sometimes what happens is that bhava is very pleasurable. In prema, that is very, very pleasurable. That bhava is very pleasurable. I tell you, it is so tempting. And to be one with that is the ultimate. Ana, this bhava is so tempting. To remain in the Krishna, and the separation bhava is very tempting. And the ahankara finds some means to survive, at least using this idea as I am suffering. I am suffering. And the noble motive, it will continue to survive. And if you allow it to go, it will fly and merge into Krishna. Appa Krishnoham. But Bhagavan tells them, allow your minds to merge into me. Mayyave Shamana Krishnam. Krishnam, completely allow it to merge into me. You're holding, most of it is merged. You're holding on to one thing just to have this viyogam. What to go? Vanda. Yamaya Kridata Ratriam Vanesmin Vrajastitaha Alabdarasaha Kalyanyo Ma Puhu Matvirya Chintaya. Bhagavan says, do you remember those nights when we used to go and dance Rasam? Some ladies could not come. What did they do? Even though they could not come directly physically to me, they immersed themselves so much in me that they reached me. That is the proof of this. Adanala, reach me in that complete state, the whole state. Bhagavan is telling them. Bhagavan is saying that those who came to the Rasam, Bhagavan, they had the Saubhagamadam, they had to lose Krishna for a while, then they had to get Krishna, all of this happened. But those who were forcibly held back, they thought about Krishna, they were uninterruptedly united with Krishna. So this Bhagavan wants to present to them. It is not undermining the bhakti of the prema of the gopikas, by no means. Anna, what does Bhagavan want to do here? The prema of the gopis is perfect. It cannot be made more perfect. Even Krishna cannot make gopis prema perfect. Then what is Bhagavan doing? But the weight of their prema is arresting his leelas. Nala Bhagavan is seeking permission from them. Allow me to continue with my thing because your prema is so strong, it is tying me up. I have so many things to do. Bhagavan is telling them, I would like you. It is not teaching the gopikas. Bhagavan is not teaching gopikas here. Bhagavan is telling them, turn your focus in me as the Atma so that me as Krishna can do all my work. This is what I want. The moment the girls understood that, beauty. Yevam priyatamadishtam adishtam. A command from the hymn artham. Adishtam na command. Yevam priyatamadishtam akarnya vraja yoshita. Taha vuchu uddavam prita tat sandeshagata smriti. They are very happy when they heard Krishna's words. Krishna, if this is what Krishna wants us to do, we will do it. If this is what Krishna wants us to do, we will do it. We were crying for Krishna because we feel sad that Krishna is not with us. At the same time, if Krishna does not want us to feel sad, then we will not feel sad. Simple. Simple. Actually, they are never separate from Krishna. They know that Akila Dehinam Antaratma Drikana, they were the first ones to call out his reality. Even Nandagopa had not realized, even though Gargamuni had said so many things, Nandagopa had not realized the glory of Krishna. Gopikas realized the glory of Krishna. They said, Nakalu Gopika Nandano Bhavan Akila Dehinam Antaratma Drikana. But will they not know? Sita says to Ravana, when Ravana comes and threatens her saying, I've separated you from Sri Rama, she says, can the sun and the light of the sun be separated? Ananya Raghavenagam Bhaskarena Prabhayata. Devi says, Raghava and I are Ananyam. We are inseparable just as the sun and the light are. Physical separation is there, but otherwise we are sun and sunlight. Devi Sita Mardane Gopis also. Gopika saying Ananya. We are undifferentiated from him. We are inseparable from him. We cannot be separate. But when we think about Krishna, the little comely, beautiful, sweet form of Krishna, we feel sad. This body is existing for Krishna's sake. As long as this body is existing, it is existing only for Krishna's sake. If Krishna is not there, what is the point of this body? Nana Bhagavan says, I want you to exist, I want your body, I will come and see you now. Okay, in that case we will live. If it will give happiness to Krishna, we will live. Whatever will do, give you ananda to Krishna, we will do that. That is all the Gopikas. Uddhava did not know how to, he came thinking he will come here quickly, teach them something and go back. And when he came here and saw the perfect surrender that they had, the complete surrender that they had, the bhava of the gopis is something that whole universe has to learn from. This prema will lead to complete surrender. What is the surrender? Na tatsukha sukhitvam dai. What will make Krishna happy? Will Krishna be happy if I cry? Then I will cry. Will Krishna be happy if I do not cry? I will not cry. Whatever it is, I will do for Krishna's sake. Kaho to kusumal saadi rangva, kaho to bhagwa vesh. Now Meera sings, I am not fussed. I am not fussed. What does he want? I will do it. If he wants me to wear beautiful red silk sari, I will wear red silk sari and come. If he wants me to wear the saffron robes of a sannyasi, I will wear the saffron robes of a sannyasi. Kaho to motiyan mang barva. If he says, I will decorate my mang with moti, with pearls, I'll decorate my hair with pearls. Kaho to chitva keshe. If he says otherwise, I will leave it with matted locks. I don't want anything. Whatever makes him happy, I will do it. That is the surrender, that tatsukha sukhita. What makes you happy? What will make you happy? What will make you happy? I will do whatever makes you happy. I do not want anything. I will make you happy. In that lies our true happiness, which we do not realize. This is the sad understanding that we have. We think with our intellect that this will give me happiness. That I have to strive for my happiness. I have to work for my happiness. Our society tells you that if you do not strive and work for your happiness, who's going to give you happiness? Happiness is not in that. Happiness is when you live for God. You will get a happiness that beggars description. On looking at that, Uddhava, who said Krishna will go and come back quickly now, Uvasa katachil masan gopinam vinuddancha. Uvasa katichal masan. Uddhava ended up staying for months together. Not even days. Katichan masan. For some months he stayed there. Gopinam vinudassucha. Krishna leela katha gayalne ramayamasa gokulam. Listening to Krishna katha, listening, Gopikas are singing, he is learning, busy learning. Advarikku Uddhavan Brahaspati Gopi evoka shastram lang athanu vandirukam paavam. Khatanyayam patanyayam patanandanyayam mahakasham katakasham. Rajju sarpam adalla ava vera rajju solli kudukra. Gopikas are teaching the rope, in the rope vachina damodara leela arni chalra. And the rope paatha the Vedanta rope viட better irukku ivanukku. In the Gatham, these are the pots Krishna broke. This is Krishna would take this pot. Gatanyaya, Gatakasham, Mahakasham, Chulva. Otherwise, in the Gatham, Nanarga. Patam, Chulva, cloth, how the cloth is made of woof. This is the cloth that Krishna wore. The Patanyayam is better than the Vedanta Patanyayam. Vela Vedanta Shabdam, Gatam, Patam, Rajju Sarpanyayam. The Sarpata, Ingena, Krishna danced upon the Sarpam. Abdina Kali and Pula Kamikara. இங்க தான் சீர் காட் அப்படினு சொல்றா. இங்க தான் he took our clothes அப்படிங்கற அது பட்டநியாயம் அங்க. ஒரு இடம் இருக்கு, they are showing all of Vrindavan tour அங்க. சௌராசி கோஸ் பரிக்ரமா மாதிரி காமிக்கிறா. இங்க தான் கோவர்தனம், he has very lifted the gold 7 days. இங்க இருந்தது, இங்க காளிய லீலா happened here, இங்க வஸ்திரஹரணம் happened here, ராசலீலா happened here. அங்க போய் காமிக்கிறா வாழ்க்கை எல்லா இடத்துலயும் காமி. விருந்தாவனத்துடைய places, சேவா குஞ்ச், Nidhivan, Radha Kund, Sham Kund, Allah Kamikara. Uddhava is going and seeing all of those places. How beautiful. But in a few days he stayed there. Yeta param tanubruto bhuvigo bhavadvo Govind Nikilatmani Ruda Bhava Vanchanti Yad Bhavabiyo Munayo Vayam Cha Kim Brahma Janmabihi Ananta Katarasasya. These gopis indeed are the only people in the entire world, entire universe who have attained the purpose of taking a human birth in this world. அப்படின்னு Uddhava concluded at the end of that stay. For them, there is a great Mahabhava towards Govinda, that extraordinary prema towards Govinda. That attainment is what all of us are also seeking. Uddhava is saying, Vanchanti yad bhavabiyo munayo. If the munis who are afraid of samsara are seeking that, Vayamcha, people like us are also seeking that. Brahma janma biranantagatasya. What is the use of being born as a Brahmana or Brahma himself? This is the point. This is the purpose of it. The gopis have attained that which all of us are seeking. We are still seeking it. They have attained it. Kvema sriyo vanachari vyabhichara dushta krishne kvachaisha paramatmani ruda bhavaha nanvishwara anubhajato vidushopi sakshat tano shreyastanotyagad rajaivopayuktaham. What is the comparison between these gopikas and the rest of the society? Even the learned ones do not amount to anything in front of the prema of these unlettered gopikas who are wandering about in the forests of Vrindavan. That is all they know. Nayam shriyongau nitantarate prasada svaryoshitam nalina gandharucham kutonyaha rasotsave asya Bhujadandagriita kantalabdashisham yaudagad vrajavalabhinam. The good fortune that these gopis of Vraja have attained, even Lakshmi has not attained. Even Mahalakshmi has not attained. Bhagavan never danced with her. Vaikuntathukku pona Bhagavan will immediately lie down. Kalachi boy vanda mari avaru kaal Krishna kondu pav. Mahalakshmi. Inikku Lakshmi oda vana order kediyadu. Mahalakshmi wanted to come to Vrajabhumi to see dance of gopikas. Avuna Tayatakan order. Yenda avatartli adala Bhagavan. Bhagavan never danced in any avatar. Rama avataratla he did not dance. Nrsimha avataratla he did not. Vaikuntathalim he did not dance. Vaikuntathala official of concentrate Bhagavan. Always sitting straight. Either he'll be sitting or lying down. Ekantam artha he'll be lying down. Otherwise he'll be guest alla vandutana he'll be sitting up. Nitya Suris will be there. Jaya 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 Jana Kathin Kadapa Vallam. Devas will come, Brahma will come, Shiva will come. All official he'll be watching all of the Shiva of the Apapana Aduvar Pav. Natarajava, Shiva in Kailasha will be dancing, but Narayana used to feel a bit jealous of him. Avuna Adaram Barava. Jamuna Adamudir the Manala. Namakamudir the Etraver Bakara. Can't even dance. With a chance when Krishna Avataram came, Bhagavan came dance to his heart's content. Daily. Vangodi Yella Share the Atravero of Bhagavan dance to his heart. Mahalakshmi thought, Inga Patabada though, Urunana Badadaliye. Yanakunda Asha, even I like to dance. Abdina Mahalakshmi. Abni Adiko. If you like to dance, you dance Abdingram Bhagavan. I would like to dance with only for Gopikas and Bhagavan. Uddhava is saying, even Mahalakshmi did not get the good fortune that these Gopikas got. Asamaho charanarenu jushamaham syam vrindavane kimapi gulmalataushadina ya dustyajam swajanamarya patam chahitva Bhejurmukunda padavim shruti vimrigyam shruti vimrigyam Asamaho charana renu jushamaham syam. Let me be always devoted to the dust of the feet of the Gopikas. Vrindavane kimapi gulmalata oshadinam ya Uddhava Kund அப்படின்னு ஒரு இடம் இருக்கு விருந்தாவனத்துல. In Vrajam, in Govardhan, there is a place called Uddhava Kund. If you go there, there is a very beautiful statue of Uddhava coming from Gulmalata. Gulmalata Uddhava anu எழுதியிருக்கோம். Gulmalata அப்படின்னா flowering creepers, bushes and creepers and herbs. He'll be standing amidst they've carved such a beautiful statue. His eyes are lost in prema in that. He's just standing there like that, lost in love. Uddhava. It is based on this particular verse of the Bhagavatam where Uddhava says, oh, I wish to be born as some creeper, some shrub, some flowering plant in Vrindavanam. Why? Because the gopis will be walking and the dust of their feet will keep falling upon me. I want that. What is so great about them? Na சொல்றாருங்க, யாதுஸ்த்யஜம் ஸ்வஜனம் ஆர்யபதம் சஹித்வா. They were able to give up the most difficult thing to give up, which is family. That attachment is always there. Family, you will be able to give up everything else but not family. Ana, they were able to give up family also. Bhagavane, when after the Rasa Leela, when he came and told them, he said, you have accomplished something great which nobody can accomplish. You have given up your families and the children. The attachment to family you have given up. What, for my sake you have given that up. Giving that up, they went and worshipped the feet of Mukunda. Even the Vedas are trying to find, what can I say of these great ones? या वै श्रियार्चितमजादिभिः आप्तकामैः योगेश्वरैरपि यतात्मनि रासगोष्ठ्या कृष्णस्य तत् भगवच्चरणारविन्दौ न्यस्तं स्तनेषु विजहु परिरभ्यतापम्. Those feet of Krishna which are worshipped by Sakshat Mahalakshmi, Brahma, etc., the great yogis who have no desires for them to be fulfilled, those feet were easily available, accessible to these gopikas during the Rasa Leela, Rasa Krida. They kept holding on to that feet all the time. They kept it upon their heads, they kept it upon their breasts, they kept it upon their bodies. Such a wonderful good fortune these gopikas had with Krishna. அதனால வந்தே நந்தவ்ரஜஸ்திரீணாம் பாதரேணமபீக்ஷ்ணஷः யாசாம் ஹரிகதோத்கீதம் புனாதி புவனத்ரயம். வந்தே நந்தவ்ரஜஸ்திரீணாம். I offer my salutations to the ladies of Nandavraja. Vande Nandavrajastreenam Padarenamabhikshnashah. I am forever attached to the dust of their feet. Gopike kuda chalayan dust liye kar Uddhavar. Uddhava has gone one step higher than even Lakshmana did. Eppadina, Lakshmana said, I have only seen the anklets of Mother Sita, I have not seen anything else. Nupurau dujanami nityam padabi vandanam. Abdin Lakshmana said. Naham janami keyuram, naham janami kundalam, nupurau tabi janami nityam padabi vandanam. When the jewels of Sita are brought by the monkeys to show and Rama looks at them, Rama's eyes are filled with tears. He is not able to, Lakshmana, I am not able to see, find out if they belong to Devi Sita. Abdina Lakshmana takes up the bangles. Monkeys are showing bangles. Naham janami keyuram. I don't know these bangles, whether they belong to Devi or not. Oh, then what about these kundalam? Naham janami kundalam. I do not know these kundalam also. Then they show the anklets. These are Sitamma's anklets. These are Sitamma's anklets. How did you understand this alone? Nupurau tabijanami. I know only the anklets. Nityam padabi vandanam. Because I have always fallen at her feet every day, every morning. I have observed these. I have not observed the rest. Abdina Lakshmana said. Uddhavanonna Nupurau kuda theriyalaya avarukku. Only one thing he knows. Enadana. Padarenumabhishnashaha. I am not even fit to look at the anklets of the gopikas. Only the dust of their feet is enough to elevate me to a higher level. Uddhava is feeling. Yaar Uddhavanna? Brihaspater Sishya. Sakshat Uddhavo Uddhisatta Mahana. Krishna said, Daita Sakana. Ella Rakatumena. In front of gopikas, he says, the dust of your feet is enough for me. Yasam Harikatod Geetam. When the gopikas sing Harikata, Punati Bhuvanatrayam. All the three worlds are sanctified when the gopikas sing his glories. Appadipata gopikas Vande Nandavrajastreenam. He fell at their feet. Gopikas also lost all memory. They also became very happy. Krishna Katha, Krishna Ganam, Krishna songs, Ellam Krishna, 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 Krishna. And suddenly one day they realized, hey Uddhava, when you first came and we were asking about you, you said that you are always with Krishna, you are always serving Krishna, for everything Krishna. Uddhava, Uddhava, where is this Uddhava? Where did I keep that Uddhava? Uddhava, bring this, Uddhava, bring that. And Ellatukum Krishna will call out to Uddhava, Uddhava ni chuniye, you have been spending months here, what will Bhagavan be doing without you? Should you not hurry back? Appadina Uddhava remembered Krishna. ஓ அப்படின்னு நானும். ஏன்னா அது வரைக்கும் நான் என்ன ராதா 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 ராதான்னு பாடிட்டு இருக்காங்க. கிருஷ்ணநாமஸ்மரணமே மறந்து போயிடுத்து. அது வரைக்கும் கிருஷ்ணா 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 சொன்ன ராதா 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 ராதா. ஹனுமான் இப்படிதான். ஹனுமான் ஆல்சோ வாஸ் கட்ட பிரம்மச்சாரி, நைஷ்டிக பிரம்மச்சாரி. he was eternally devoted to ராம் 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 ராம்னு கத்தின்னு நடந்தார். பாவம் ஜெய் ஸ்ரீராம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு வந்தார் அவர். அங்கே இருந்து when he jumped from this side of the sea, he said ஜெய் ஸ்ரீராம் அப்படின்னு he jumped. And when he came here, he was still Rama Rama Rama, and he took one look at Devi Sita, Shashtanga Sharanagatam Dushkaram Kritavan Rama. How did Rama manage to survive being separated from this goddess? இப்படி ஒரு தேவியா அம்மா அப்படின்னு he went and surrendered to Devi. அதுக்கப்புறம் when he had to leave from here, ஜெய் சியாராம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு போய் குதிச்சாரமாங்க. இனிமே சீதா 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 எப்போ பாரு சீதா. When he landed there and Rama asked, did you see her? அப்படின்னா first he turned, showed his back to Rama. Sitayam tam disham prati. He saluted that direction, then turned back and said, she is well. அந்த மாதிரி உத்தவன் கிருஷ்ணா கிருஷ்ணா கிருஷ்ணாங்கிற உத்தவன் ராதா ராதா ராதாங்கிற கோபி கோபி கோபிங்கிற உத்தவன். Finally, they gave him lots of gifts. அந்த சேரியட் வந்ததே ஃபுல்லாக போகிறது, எம்டி சேரியட் இட் கேம். கிருஷ்ணன்டேந்து வரைச்ச ஒரு லெட்டர் தான் வந்தது பாவம். கிருஷ்ணா he brought one letter with him when he came from Krishna. நம்பிக்கப்படாத கிஃப்ட்ஸ் கிருஷ்ணா ஒன்றும் அனுப்பல. ஏன்னா கோபி ஒன்றும் கேர் ஃபார் எனிதிங். பட் தே ஆர் சென்டிங் த பாட்ஸ் ஆஃப் பட்டர் என்ன கீ என்ன அப்புறம் இங்கே அங்கெல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்காது. இந்த பட்டர் இஸ் கோயிங் ஃப்ரம் ஹியர். But what do they know how to make ghee properly? He has grown eating this ghee. Take this ghee, this will not spoil. Take this curd. They take this Shrikand. Take this peda, Brindavani peda, very famous. That peda eduthuko, adu eduthuko. No. And the rabdi ellam panni ellam, they giving all of that to Krishna. Pack panni pots and pots varudhu. And here the return is slow. You know, horses are not able to go fast. Varache parandu vandadu po duva porthu. Finally, he looked at them. Do you have a message for Krishna? I came with a message from Krishna. Do you have a message for Krishna? They all said, Manaso vrittayo nasyuhu Krishna padam bujashraya vacho vidyayani namnam कायस्तत् प्रह्वणादिषु कर्मभिः भ्राम्यमानानां यत्र क्वापीश्वरेच्छया मङ्गलाचरितैर्दानैः रतिर्न कृष्ण ईश्वरे. They said, tell him, may our minds, may our actions, may our words always be sheltering at the lotus feet of Krishna. Vachobidayini namnan, may our words always be, voice be always singing his name. Kayas tat prahunadishu, let this body be always engaged in serving him. Let the mind always take refuge at his lotus feet. Let the words always be singing his names. Let the body always be engaged in serving him. Karma bramyamananam, in whatever condition according to our karma we will be wandering around. According to Ishwarechaya, by his will let it be so. Ana mangala charitairdane ratirna Krishna Ishware, let our rati, let our attraction, attachment, attention, I wanted to say all these things, everything came together at one go. Attention, attraction, attachment, and let everything only be towards Krishna. அப்படின்னு they prayed. ஒரு வழியா உத்தவா இப்படி திரும்பி பார்த்து உத்தவா couldn't leave easily. Krishna left, Uddhava could not leave. அப்பப்போ he standing back and looking, tears flowing from his eyes. Go Uddhava அப்படிங்கிற அவள்லாம் go be with Krishna. அவன் அப்பப்போ திரும்பி பார்க்குறான், do I have to go? அப்படி விருந்தாவனை பார்த்தா அவன் மனசு வர மாட்டேங்கிறது. People come to Vrindavan smiling and leave Vrindavan crying னு சொல்லுவா. Uddhava is the first example of Uddhava is leaving Vrindavan crying. Ayyo, pyaro, mero pyaro Vrindavan. அப்புறம் அவனு பாடிட்டே மேரோ மன Vrindavan me Attuko. Now I understand why Krishna said that. Mero man gopinan sang attuko. My mind is caught up with the gopikas. My mind is caught up at the feet, the dust of the feet of gopikas. அப்படியே ஒரு வழியா வந்தான். Finally he came. Krishna is waiting. எங்கடா உத்தவா, எங்கடா போனேன்? Where did you go? Krishna. அப்படின்னா brought all the gifts and gave it to Krishna, and he said, the leave எனக்கு இருந்ததுன்னா every weekend don't expect me, find your own, make your own arrangements. Weekends I want to go to Vrindavan. அப்படின்னா வந்தவன். இப்படியா the prema of the gopikas is something that is the point and the purpose of entire Bhagavatam itself. I was just telling this morning, 6 days, 4 hours each day, 24 hours. அப்படின்னா ஒரு நாள் ஃபுல்லான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. 24 hours we spoke about Krishna, and I said to them, I just don't feel contented. There's so many things I have not said. I did not have time. Usually, see what a torture Bhagavata Saptaham is for me. Because I have to meander through so many things. By the time I come to Krishna, it is only 2.5 days. And the 2.5 days, I rush through. I never feel satisfied. That is why last time when I did Saptaham in Melbourne, I said, no, I want to do one entire exclusive Saptaham on Krishna alone. And now I find it is not enough. I'm still rushing exactly as I always rush. Krishna se charitam irke, it is Krishna is something that is like a sagaram. It is. Even the ocean has bounds, Krishna does not have any bounds. But tradition demands that we fast forward now to Dwaraka. Krishna, we already settled him in Dwaraka yesterday itself. We'll go back to Dwaraka. அங்கே இது வரைக்கும் Krishna has dallied with all the gopikas and so on. But the first time he is going to be married. राजासीत् भीष्मको नाम विदर्भाधिपतिर्महान् तस्य पञ्चापवन् पुत्राः कन्यैका च वराणना. There is a Vidarbha Desham, Vidarbha kingdom, and there is a king called Bhishmaka ruling over that kingdom. He had 5 sons and 1 daughter. Either he or his wife was fond of gold. அதனால when 5 sons were born, they named each other son Rukmi Agrajo, Rukmarato, Rukmabahuranantaraha, Rukmakeshi, Rukmamali, Rukminyesham Sasa Sati. 5 sons they named Rukmi, first son. Rukmarati, second son. Rukmabahu, third son. Rukmakeshi, 4th son. Rukmamali, 5th son. Rukmini, daughter. Ruk அப்படின்னா கோல்டுன்னு அர்த்தம். அதனால ருக்மி, ருக்மரதா, ருக்மபாஹு, ருக்மகேஷி, ருக்மமாலி, அப்புறம் சின்னதா ருக்மினி. ருக்மிணி கடைசி. அந்த ருக்மிணி, from her childhood she's been listening to the glories of Krishna, the stories of Krishna. Because by then I told you how Krishna Katha had already become popular. Now after Kamsavadam and so on, Krishna became really popular. World news carried all the time. He'll be on front page. Krishna did this, Krishna did that, Jarasandha was defeated again, Jarasandha was defeated again, Jarasandha was defeated. Appo news vandarum. Jarasandha invade, Jarasandha defeated. Jarasandha invade, Jarasandha defeated. But the press reporters did not even need to, news journalists did not need to worry about what happened in the war like Ekavanda. They already pre-prepared the article ready for publishing the next day. It seems Jarasandha is coming. Okay, get that old article. Just change the dates. Publish it. 18th day they were caught unawares and Bhagavan ran. Run chod! Priya heading. But that was soon overtaken by Dwaraka establishment. So Bhagavan was constantly newsworthy. And this girl has been listening all the time to the stories of Bhagavan. அதில் கேட்டு 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 அப்படியே மைண்ட் வென்ட் டுவர்ட்ஸ் கிருஷ்ணா. கிருஷ்ணா alone is everything for me அப்படின்னு. அப்போ one day it was time for her to get married. She came of marriageable age. அப்போ King Bhishmaka was worried about who is the appropriate ideal husband for her. But he had heard through his wife that she expressed some interest for getting married to Krishna, Sri Krishna himself. He also thought it was a wonderful idea. So he was thinking about that idea when Rukmi, the eldest brother, came to know about the idea of getting Rukmini married. He had his own agenda in his mind. He was a good friend of Shishupala. Now Shishupala was the son of the Chedi Raja. Chedi no Desham, there is another kingdom. And Chedi Raja Damagosha's son was Shishupala. Shishupala was a cousin of Krishna. Maternal cousin. Vasudeva's sister's son is Shishupala. Another sister's son is Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, those three. Well, adella maternal cousin, Atta Pillaigal, Bhagavanik. But since Shishupala and this Rukmi went to study together, they became good friends. Both of them had similar qualities. They struck off well. Both of them are the crown princes of each of their own kingdoms. Now, like after Bhishmaka, Rukmi will become the king of Vidarbha. Shishupala will become Chedi Raja. So these heirs went together to study. Apamachana, I think, consider it. I have a proposal. Why not give Rukmini in marriage to Shishupala? Bhishmaka was not very happy. Shishupala, she likes Gopala better. Rukmini seems to favor Gopala. This fellow wanted to further his cause of his own friend. Gopala, veterinary doctor. Gopala looks after cows. Shishupala, pediatrician. Shishupala. Abba, edu better? Maat doctor better. If tomorrow Rukmini has a child, Athliye pediatrician. Appane pediatrician. He doesn't even know. A Martin doctor. Rukmini. Why do we need veterinary? Palana, one who fosters, looks after. Go on a cow. Cow look after a veterinary doctor. Chichi. No. Plus, you are a king. She is the only daughter that you have, a princess. She should be married. We should foster an alliance with the future king. Krishna is not even a king. Ugrasena dane Raja. Krishna is not the king. Why do you want to give a princess in marriage to an ordinary commoner instead of giving her to a prince of a realm? So she will become a queen later on. Naleki she will be queen. Don't you have the desire to see your daughter as the queen of a kingdom? Rukmi also had good ideas only. But Rukmini did not want. She only wanted to marry Krishna. So Bhishmaka tried to say it, but Rukmi was very firm. No, nothing doing. Later on, he went on to a political agenda also. He said, tomorrow when I take over the reins of this kingdom, I need allies. I don't trust Krishna, I will trust Shishupala. When Shishupala becomes the king, me and Shishupala will be kings together. I prefer it. I'm putting my foot down. We are giving Rukmini in marriage to Shishupala. He announced it. So, this news reached Rukmini. Rukmini was immediately shell-shocked. She thought she was going to get married to Krishna. Who will get married to Shishupala? When she was thinking about it, there was a trusted Brahmana who used to come and tell stories about Krishna. And she said to him, Swami, this is happening to me. I only want to marry Sri Krishna. That is a good idea. You should be married to him. You are an ideal couple. Please bless us so that it happens. My father wants me to marry Shishupala. Shishupala, na. Okay, what do you want me to do? I will write a letter. Please take this letter and give it to Sri Krishna. But then she wrote that letter and the Brahmana took that letter. Overnight he reached Dwaraka from Vidarbha Desha. I always have my suspicions, even though Bhagavatam doesn't speak about it. But there was one person who used to take the form of a Brahmana and became a messenger from Rama to Sita. So the same person, I believe, now took the form of a Brahmana again and became a messenger from Rukmini to Krishna, who is Sita to Rama. இந்த டைரக்ஷனில் போகிறது. அப்போ தான் பேலன்ஸ் ஆகும் இல்லையா, சிமெட்ரி இருக்கும் இல்லையா. And so overnight, just as he took that message from there and came here, like this, he takes the message from here and goes there. And she writes a letter. She gives a letter. As soon as this Brahmana reaches Dwaraka, he is led straight. I want to see Krishna. Now come straight. He led straight to Krishna. Again he went to Krishna. Bhagavan looked at him and said, welcome. What can I do for you? Please sit down. Jolly. Bhagavan gave him all hospitality. What can I do for you? Where are you coming from? I am coming from Vidarbha Desha. I brought a message from Princess Rukmini to you. Oh. What does the princess say? Here's the letter. You better read it. You read it. You read it. It's a personal letter between you and... No, it doesn't matter. You and I, there is no such distinction. You read. Whenever it's the He opens it out. Neelamega Sundara Ghanashama Sundara. Rukmini Rendra. Neelamega Sundara He Shama Sundara Muralidhara Manamohana Satya Sai Sundara Jagat Karana Paripurana He Shama Sundara. அப்படியே ஒரு லெட்டர். ஸ்ருத்வா குணான் புவன சுந்தரா Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara Shrunvatam te nirvishya karna vivarai Haratongatapam Rupam drusham drushimatam akhilartalabam Tvai achyuta vishati chittam apatrapam Shrutva gunan bhuvana sundara. Hey Shama Sundara, hey Bhuvana Sundara, oh beauty of all the three worlds. Letter. How to address Krishna? Rukmini's address this. Dear Krishna, beloved Krishna, Vasudeva, Nandagopa, Nandasuta, Allah. Hey Bhuvana Sundara, the one because of whom the world has beauty. We think there is beauty in this world. Another beauty of this world is because Bhagavan is present inside it. And more than the beauty of all these worlds, when Bhagavan stands in front of us, Ur Sutrulam Vidadunai Kaldadangida Un Alagai Kaat Arunachala. Ramana Bhagavan says, hey Arunachala, the mind is running behind this world because it thinks there is beauty in it. But if you show your beauty, where will the mind leave you and go? And the Bhuvana Sundara is Krishna. He is writing to Krishna. Krishna, I have heard your glories. Shrutva Gunan. I have not seen you, but I have heard your glories. Bhuvana Sundara. And just by listening to your gunas, what have they done? Ate nirvishya karna vivarai. They entered through the ears. Haratongatapam. They immediately drove away all sorrows, all pains, all miseries of the body. Rupam drisham drishimatam akhilartalabham. And I've heard your form described. I've heard how beautiful your form is. Murmukut pitambar sohe galvajalti mal Chanchal nayan vishal कानन में मकराकृत कुंडल चंचल नयन विशाल. கிருஷ்ண ரூபம் எப்பவுமே கிருஷ்ண ரூப தியானம்னா எப்ப பாரு சேம் தி மோர் முக்குட்டு பீதாம்பர் சோஹே. போருமே, வேற ஒண்ணுமே வேண்டாமே. இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் டு டிரா கிருஷ்ணா அப்படின்னா வெரி ஈஸி. ஜஸ்ட் டிரா பீக் ஆஃப் ஃபெதர், ஜஸ்ட் டிரா ஃப்ளூட், அப்படியே கிருஷ்ணா தெரிஞ்சு போய்டும். மோர் முக்குட்டு பீதாம்பர் சோஹே கல வைஜந்தி மால். வைஜயந்தி மாலா on his neck. कानन में मकराकृत कुंडल, the crocodile or the fish shaped earrings upon his ears. कानन में मकराकृत कुंडल चंचल नयन विशाल. roving eyes from here to there. Beautiful vishalamana kankal, beautiful broad eyes. That form is the point of having eyes. The purpose of having eyes is to see that, to behold that form. Katva mukunda magati kulashila rupa vidya vayadravina dhamabhi atmatulyam. Dhirapatim kulavatina vrunita kanya kale nrusum naraloka manobhiramam. Which woman, when she comes to of a marriageable age, will choose anybody else other than you, O lion amongst men? Narasimha அப்படிங்கறா பகவான பார்த்து. ஏன் நரசிம்ஹா? Narasimha means lion amongst men, but Narasimha also means Sakshat Sri Narasimha Avataram, Narasimha. So she knows who you are. Hey Narasimha. Mahati kula shila rupa vidya vaya dravina dama bhi atmatulyam. If I want to compare you with anybody else, who can I compare you to anybody? You are your own equal. Whether in terms of clan, whether in terms of character, whether in terms of beauty, whether in terms of youth, whether in terms of knowledge and education, whether in terms of influence, whether in terms of power, whether in terms of compassion, whether in terms of love, you alone are your equal. Atmatulyam. So, why will I think about anybody else other than you? Therefore, tanme bhavan kaluvritapati angajayam atmarpitascha bhavato atra vibho videhi. Bhagavane, therefore I am offering myself to you. Everything that I am and I have is offered to you. I pray that you accept me as your wife. Tanme bhavan kaluvrita patir angajayam atmarpitaha. She's not saying I have chosen you as my husband, so come and marry me. Atmarpitaha, I offer myself to you, Bhagavane. Please accept me. Vibho videhi, I'm offering to you, Vibho, O Lord, please accept me. Ma virabhagam abhimarshatu chaitya arad go mayuval mrigapater balimambujaksha. O lotus-eyed one, do not let the common jackal like Shishupala come and take me and go away. There is deep meaning for this, because in Sri Rama Avataram, when Sita was kidnapped and brought by Ravana, he parades himself in front of her and says, don't think I violated Dharma. I am a Rakshasa. We have something called Rakshasa Vidhi of getting married, where we are able to kidnap a woman and marry her of our choice. This is also one of the 8 methods of marriage approved in Shastra, Abdini he says. Abba Sita laughs at him. Because Rakshasa Vidhanam does not mean that you kidnap a married woman and marry her against her wishes. It means that when a woman wants to marry you, but her parents or our relatives do not wish to, then you go and display your power, your influence, your force and elope with her. That is called as Rakshasa Vidhanam, not this. That same Ravana is now born as Shishupala. That same Rama is now born as Krishna. The same Sita is now born as Rukmini. As usual, she is caught between these two in this avataram also. Then she was married to Rama and Ravana wanted to marry her. Now she wants to marry Krishna. Shishupala wants to marry her. Adanala she is reminding Bhagavan of that. Hey, you are Narasimha. Don't forget it. You are Rama. Don't forget it. That fellow wanted to show what Rakshasa Vidhanam was. We will teach him what Rakshasa Vidhanam is. Adanala she says, Shvabhavini tvam Ajita udvagane vidarbhan gupta sametya prutana pativisparita nirmatya chaitya magadendra balam prasahya mam rakshasena vidina udvagavirya shulkam. Tomorrow, because day after tomorrow is my wedding. Day after tomorrow is my wedding. So there is not much time for you. Sita gave Rama 1 month's time. In case Rukmini gives 1 night's time. 1 night's time I will give you. Tomorrow you have to come. And in front of Shishupala and his army, Magadendra, the king of Magadha, Jarasandha and his army, you have to show your power and take me away as your prize. So that we show what is Rakshasa Vidhanam to this fellow. Janma Januma Chaligudu Kara Sita. Purteshta Datta Niyama Vratadeva Vipragurvarchanadir Biralam Bhagavan Pareshaha Aradito Yadigadagraja Etyapanim Grannatu Mena Damagosha Sutadayonye. If in all my life I have practiced dharma, if I have performed all kinds of ritual observances and vratas, if I have worshipped the gods, if I have pleased the brahmanas, if I have worshipped and pleased my guru, my acharya through all of that worship, if Sakshat Bhagavan himself is pleased with that worship, then may Bhagavan Sri Krishna become my husband. Let me not be given over to people like Shishupala, etc. etc. They are all considered in the same bunch of etcetras. Bhagavan Otandan, Bhagavan or etcetras. 1 or 0 nutava, binary. Either Bhagavan or other zeros. I don't want to go to zeros. I want to be with Bhagavan. She is writing. Yoscha she is writing. Apo she thinks. She envisages a problem and gives a solution for that problem also. Antapurantachari Anihatya bandun tvam Udvahe katamiti pravadyam upayam. Condition order cholra pao. Rukmini is very clear. If you are wondering, Krishna, how to access me when I am confined to my inner chambers without killing my relatives? One option irukku, I will kill everybody, I will kill my way through to you and take you and go. I don't want that. Wedding day, I don't want to also make it a Devasam day. அப்புறம் ஒரு நாளைக்கு நம்ம கல்யாணம்னா அன்றைக்கி யாராவது தவசம் இருக்கும் எங்கள் ஆற்றுல. வெட்டிங் டே வில் ஆல்சோ பி தி anniversary, death anniversary or something. I don't want it like that. அதனால if you are wondering, கிருஷ்ணா ஒண்டரே பண்ணல actually. Krishna has not been wondering. ஆனால் தேவி Rukmini says, if you are wondering how to come and reach me without killing all my people, then I will tell you a method. Pravadam upayam. இப்படிதான் இருக்கணும் ஒய்ஃப்னா ஃபுல் ஃப்ளெஷ்டாக எல்லாம் யோசிச்சு. She should not give problems to the husband. She should solve the problems for the husband. Rukmini பாருங்க எவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்க. She is already guessing these problems may arise. These are the solutions for these problems. ஜாக்கிரதையா இருக்கும். Purvedyu asti mahati kuladeva yatra. The previous day, now the naadaki, tomorrow, the day before the wedding, I have to go to worship my Kuladevi, Girija, Ambika, Devi, Katyayani. I have to do worship to her. For that sake, I have to come out of the Antapuram and go to the temple. At that time, there will be a yatra, ceremonial procession. Everybody will be there. I'll be outside. Bahir Navavadu Girijam Upeyat. At that time, you have to come and pick me up and go. Idalla Jolliach. Now, so far, what has she said? I've heard your glories. I've fallen for you. Nothing strange in it, because who will not? You are your own equal. Besides, if I have propitiated all the gods properly, then you alone should be my husband. People like Shishupala should not have access to me. If you are wondering how, then this is the method for it. Finally, she says, if after all reading all this, if you cast that letter aside and say not worth the effort, because I cannot dictate terms to you. If you say, then let me also tell you the outcome from my side. Yasyangri pankajarajasnapanam mahanto vanchanti umapatir ivatma tamopahatyaihi Yarhyambujakshanalabeya bhavat prasadam Jahyamasoon vritakrishan chatajalma bisyat. Jahyamasoon vratakrishan shatajalma bisyat. Krishna, those feet of yours which are worshipped by even Shiva, those feet of yours worshipping which we are able to cross over the darkness of Ajnana of Samsara, if I cannot have those feet, if those feet will not become my refuge, then I shall give up my life. I shall fasten to death through austere penances, and I will give up my life. And even if it takes me 1,000 births, I will continue to live my life like that. In each birth, I will fasten to death until you come and catch hold of me, until you accept me. அப்படின்னு ஒரு letter. Thus, Rukmini. Yours truly, Rukmini. Yours sincerely, Rukmini. Yours faithfully, Rukmini. Yours forever, Rukmini. Sign பண்ணி கொடுத்துட்டா Rukmini. Bhagavan heard this. Brahmana said, Bhagavan, this is the message from Rukmini. Now do as you please. அப்படின்னா Bhagavan said, it pleases me to leave immediately. Come. அப்படின்னார் Bhagavan. Daruka. அப்படின்னார் Bhagavan. Daruka was Bhagavan charioteer. Daruka has been listening to all of this. Chariot is already ready. The moment this Brahmana came and said, Rukmini, Daruka went to get the horses ready. Daruka knows. Now, Bhagavan to Kuda Rakavallar, competent to work. Silver Kupiko, Valam Punyam and Wad. Last day, and now I'm going to go a little over. It's already 12 o'clock. So, if you want to leave, you can, but we're going to go a little over the time. Bhagavan got into the chariot. Chariot flew from there. From Dwaraka to Vidarbha. Overnight, Bhagavan made the journey. Bhagavan came. There he was. Before sunset, he was there. Overnight, before sunset, he was there. This Brahmana made the journey overnight, and the morning message received that night Bhagavan is there. Bhagavan reached Vidarbha Desham. As soon as Bhagavan reached Vidarbha Desham, Vidarbha Raja Bhishmaka heard about it, and without letting anybody know, the name of his guests have come. Rukmini, guests have come. I have to look after. Eventually, he went and gave very special drink to Bhagavan, which usually is given by father-in-laws to son-in-laws. Madhubar, come, அப்படின்னு ஒரு drink கொடுத்து வாங்கோ, Krishna, you have come. Duly welcomed Bhagavan. In the meantime, the fact that Krishna has come has reached Jarasandha and Shishupala's ears. Udane Shishupala said, Krishna on the top. Krishna has come. Jarasandha immediately stationed all the army, Rukmi, all of them had a council of war meeting together. We never know what this fellow will get up to. Why did he come? Who invited him? Yaar guptada avana? Rukmi, why did you invite him? What can I do? Father must have invited him. Neither father also, Bhishmaka also did not know. Rukmini has sent a message. Yaruk theriyum. Bhagavan has come. And now they want to make sure, double all the security guards, etc. Make sure nothing untoward happens. Okay, done. Everything was stationed, ready in place. Next morning, Rukmini is waiting the night. Vandaro. The Brahmanan Ponaro Polio. We don't know whether this Brahmana went. Was he able to reach on time? He had only a little bit of time. Will Bhagavan come? Even after, suppose Brahmana is gone, Bhagavan has received the letter. If Krishna says, what nonsense, I can't be married. What will I do? She's thinking. So only one message in her heart all the time. Aavo, aavo, he Ghanashama. Vrindavana Gana Shama Govinda Madhura Manohara Mukara Vinda He Giridhari Krishna Murari Avo 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 Ganashama. But she's waiting. And as she's waiting, the Brahmana arrives there. As soon as the Brahmana comes, she looks at him. And the Brahmana has got a big smile upon his face. The Brahmana, ordinary Brahmana, we already told you about how this Brahmana is somebody else. We suspect. The clues are all obvious. In Ramayana, it is very prasiddham, it is very famous that as soon as Hanuman landed, the first thing, Drishta Devi Iti Hanumad Vachanamritam. Hanuman immediately said, seen her. Kanden Sita Yai. Because if he said Sita, so many outcomes could have been there. Sita is dead, Sita has not been found, Sita is not alive, Sita Kanden, Drashta, I've seen her. But the way he conveyed the message was in such a way that the very first word itself brought Anandam to the listener. Like that here this man, even before speaking now, he has also learnt a bit. Hanuman has also learnt a bit. Hanuman was in kapi form. If he smiled, we do not know whether the monkey smiled, who knows what it is doing. Now he is in Brahmana form. When he entered with blossoming smiles, beaming smiles upon his face. On seeing that look itself, Satam Prakarshavadanam Avyagra Atmagatim Satiya Lakshana Bhignya Samprachat Suchismita. On seeing him smile, she smiled. He also smiled. Has he come? He has come. Has he arrived? He has arrived. What happened? He couldn't wait to come, He couldn't wait to come. I could hardly finish the letter. He caught hold of my hand, dragged me to the chariot, made me climb onto the chariot. We came rushing. Time. I only had time to go and sit down in Dwaraka. I'm already traveling. I'm here. He has come. He wants to marry you now. Rukmani is so happy. At the very time Rukmani is sitting there languishing. They are trying to get her ready. Makeup artists have come. Comb your hair na, no. Wear earrings na, she's looking this way. Wear makeup na, she's looking that way. She's not getting ready. Now finally, where is my makeup? Where is the hairdresser? Where are the clothes? Bring everything. All of them are rushing to get her ready quick. Quickly she got ready. And she got out. Bhagavan is already come there, and all the people, the entire populace has lined outside in order to witness this procession. Krishna is standing there on his chariot. All the people of Vidarbha Desha are looking. The Bhagavan Krishna is there. The Bhagavan Shishupala is there. Number for our princess Rukmini, why did the king become old? Why did he want to give in marriage this fellow? Look at his face. Krishna is so nice. Rukmini and Krishna, the pairing itself will be so nice. I wish this pairing could happen. All of the people are praying to Ishvara, to Lord. Again, the Devi, Rukmini goes to Ambika's temple. She does her puja there. Just as the Gopikas prayed to Katyayani, so Rukmini also prays. Namasye tvam Ambike Bhikshnam Swasantana Yutam Shivam Shivam Bhuyayat Patirme Bhagavan Krishna Tadanumodatam. Amba, Devi, Katyayani, Ambike, you are there seated with your husband Shiva and your sons Kartikeya and Ganesha with a happy family. You are sitting like that. Make me also happy. Make Krishna become my husband. Please allow Krishna to become my husband. Abdini, she does prayer too. Ambika, she's coming out. She's walking out. Suchismitam bimba paladara dyutisho nayamana dvijakunda kundalam. With a beautiful smile upon her face. Krishna is there, Bhagavan is there, Bhagavan is there, with a smile on her face. Shy, she's bashful, she's bowing her head down, she's got a veil above here, she's dressed beautifully in bridal finery. Smitam bimba paladara dyuti shonayamana dvijakunda kundala. She's smiling, she can hardly contain that smile. Her teeth are seen in that smile. The Indian smile is a smile where the teeth are not shown. For adequate reasons, because dentists in those days as a profession was like washouts, failures. PM, PD ni chalva. Medical kadakilena dentist apova. They all of them actually wanted to do medical, become doctors. Because they didn't get the enough marks, they became dentists. And unless and until you had a pain in the tooth, you would not go to a dentist. Couldn't bear the pain, edo krambu vechipom. First instant we keep a piece of glove or something. If nothing works, then we'll go to have it pulled out. So basically, dentist was somebody who used to take the teeth out. Now nobody wants to go near him. So Indians have learned the art of smiling. We were taught, don't show your teeth. Don't show it because no good. It is not good to look at. Don't show it. But when you're very happy, you can't control it. Here you're taught, because here dentists make a lot of money, so they tell you to have a smile where all teeth are shown. Not so for us. Back there. Rukmani angadane vidarbam. Anala, but she's so happy that the tiny row of jasmine bud-like teeth are being shown in the joy that she is unable to contain. Padachalantim kalaham sagaminim sinchat kala nupura damashobhina. And she's walking little steps one after the other, like the gate of the royal swan. She's walking. Very slowly she is walking. Joy, uncontainable joy. At the same time, she's trying to temper it. Otherwise, she'll get up and run. She can't. So she's walking daintily. She's walking. All the rulers are there, assembled there. They're all looking at her. Appo, when all of them are there, she wants to look at Bhagavan. Bhagavan Udutana, has Krishna come? Abdini she wants to see. And how to see whether Krishna has come? That is Krishna. It is not suitable for a shy bride like Rukmini. She wouldn't do that. How to do? In the excuse of moving the curls of her hair that had fallen upon her face, she lifted up her bejeweled hand. And the hand, she's wearing rings on every finger, and the rings are all connected through a beautiful chain to the bracelet that is here. But the whole thing is beautifully patterned. And the hand order, she takes that hand to move the hair aside. She took one glance. And so unerring was that glance that straight away she did not look at anybody else. She looked straight. She did not know where he was. And her prema is such that immediately her eyes looked at Sundaravadana Sarasijanayana Ati Sundaravadana Sarasijanayana Partipuri Bhagavan Jagat Paripala Prashanti Nilaya तुम हो मेरे भगवान अपनाओ भगवान मुझे ले जाओ भगवान. She looked at Krishna, Sundara Vadanam Sarasijanayanam, the beautiful face, the lotus like eyes, straight away she's looking, take me, carry me. The moment Rukmini looked at him, the next instant Bhagavan Daruka Bhagavan Daruka immediately accelerated. Tesla with a greater acceleration. 0 to 150 in a second. Watch on the horses. The next instant it went. All the others are still watching. They are still taken aback by the beauty of Rukmini's face as she looks up. In the meantime, Bhagavan's chariot speeds up, goes there. Bhagavan catches on the flagpole. In the chariot, there's a flagpole. Bhagavan took one hand held the left hand with the flagpole, came to the edge of the chariot, the back chariot. How is the chariot? Open in the back. Partha, horses in the front. It will have wings like this, place to stand there. Flagpole, and the rest of it the steps and leading down, open-ended. And Bhagavan is one hand upon the flagpole, standing on the steps, leaning out like this, went near, caught hold of Rukmini by the waist. Abdiye or lift brought her into the chariot flew. Abdiye chariot flew. Azhagu paakanum, idella beauty Krishna nodi azhagu. If you keep thinking only about Krishna, he will show you all these things. Otherwise, how can I describe it like this? This is how he picked her up. Brought her. In the running, chariot never stopped. Running la yaradunu solluva illaya. In India, the buses will hardly stop. Public transport will come. But who is it for in the area? Already it is full. It will keep running. It will not stop at the stop. We will have to be running along and get into the bus while running. And the Madriya Bhagavan picked her up. Bhagavan told Rukmini, I'll come and pick you up now. He literally picked her up, placed her on the chariot and went away. Flew. All the others are looking. They are just looking. Jarasandha, Shishupala, everybody, they've told earlier, they said, army should be ready, we should be ready in case something happens. Something happened. What did they all do now? They looked. What speed? Some people are wondering about the horsepower of the engine. Some people are wondering about the beauty with which Krishna went and took. Some people are wondering about the beauty of the pairing. Actually speaking, this pairing looks better than that pairing. But Jarasandha finally woke up. Hey, come on, do something about it now. Rukmi took an army and chased. By the time the rest of the army could get ready, Balarama came with a big army. Narayani Sena, Yadava Sena. Krishna did not tell Balarama. All Krishna did as soon as he got the news was Darukan. He got onto the chariot, and when Balarama saw, where did this fellow go? What happened? He asked the guards there. They said, no, some letter had come. Our letter, where letter, who letter? Vrindavanamana. Vrindavanamla Vidarbham. Vidarbhama. Rukmini had sent a letter. She wants to get married to Krishna. Oh, the bhaiya, poitana, Sheri, okay. This fellow was rushed so impetuously. We've got to go and salvage the situation in case he meets with trouble. Balarama commanded the entire army. Even without being told, he arrived there with the army. When Krishna saw the army come, he said, Vanduti Anna. Oh, Anna, you came. What else to do? You just ran away without even telling. Did you not think to inform? Krishna said, why inform? Anyway, you have come. Anyway, you have come. What more information? And so Bhagavan went off. Balarama stopped the rest of the armies with his army. Rukmi alone chased him and went. He escaped through Zami. He went. He was not happy with it, so he went. On seeing this big army, Rukmini became a bit worried. She looked at Krishna. She said, don't worry. My army is there. I'll take care. Let's go. Rukmi chased. But Rukmi also was defeated by Bhagavan. Bhagavan defeated him, and Rukmini stopped him and said, don't kill him. And Adharandala is my brother. Gopikas would not have said this. But Rukmini says, still, my brother, let us not kill. Let us not start our married life with the death of my brother. All right. Let him be. Bhagavan did not kill him. Bhagavan didn't kill him, but did something which was... Bhagavan tied him up and then shaved off half his head and half his face. One half of his head was shaven out. One half of his face, that mustache, beard, I don't know which one he did, whether he did one side of the head and one side of the face. In the same side of head, same side of face, Bhagavatam Sholala, Shuka Sholala. And Bhagavan played with him like that, insulted him like that, and sent him off. Rukmi became very angry, and it was worse than death for him. So he went away. If he were here in this country, he would have worn it as a great fashionable statement. Others also would have copied it. Meanwhile, Shishupala was still sitting there getting ready. Bharat, அப்படின்னு நினைச்சு வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கான் பாவம். Shishupalam samavetya Hritadharamivaaturam nashtatvisham gatotsoham sushyatvadanam abruvan. Shishupala was sitting there looking very pale and sad. Jarasandha went and thumped him on the shoulder. Bho, Purusha Shardula, oh tiger amongst men. Is it time to get married now? It is time to go home. But I haven't been married. Krishna is known for this. Pradhan Kamsa wanted to organize a Dhanur Yagyam. Dhanur itself was not there. And the Marida, now your Kalyanam bride is not there. Bride has gone for a ride. Bride has gone for a ride, Krishna has taken her and gone. All of you fellows said, you promised me with all your armies. Jarasandha said, Parpa, Shishupala, listen. Yata darumai yoshit nritye kuhake chaya yevam ishvara tantroyam ihate sukha dukhayoho. Sukha, dukkha, etc. will come and go. We are all like puppets in the hand of fate. Shaure sapta dashaham vai samyugani parajitaha trayavimshatibihi sainyaihi jigye ekamaham param. Me, Jarasandha, leading 23 Akshaunis, 17 times I was defeated by Krishna. Did I lose heart? Like that, don't lose heart. Even if you have 17 times your marriage is stopped, 18th time you are likely to get married. Don't worry. Abdina Jarasandha gave some consolation to Shishupala. That marriage party all went away. In the meantime, Bhagavan brought Rukmini to Dwaraka, introduced her to all his people, their parents. Amma, Pa, your daughter-in-law has come, get ready for wedding. Invitation was sent to Bhishmaka, all the allies, everybody came to Dwarakapuri to see the wedding of Bhagavan with Rukmini Devi, the first of very many. Slowly after that, one by one, though hobby collect pandra madri, like collecting some hobbies madri, Bhagavan slowly got married to Satyabhama, Jambavati, Ella Kalindi, Mitravinda, Lakshmana, Bhadra, appadini 8 principal wives. Adhikapram, Shodasha Sahasra Stri, 16,100 damsels that he rescued from Narakasura, destroyed Narakasura, went all the way up to Swargaloka, brought the Parijata tree from there and kept it in Dwaraka. And so many different leelas Bhagavan did, but we do not have the time to look at all of those leelas. In the evening when we come, a short leela of Sudhama, Bhagavan's mercy on Sudhama, his friend. With that we will bring this Saptaham to an unfinished finish. Hari Anant, Hari Katha Anant. Bhagavan's stories will never end. Even if we speak for one whole year, there will still be stories left. So many different leelas of Bhagavan are constantly being discovered in samadhi of people, of devotees. How many leelas have not been discovered? As you keep sitting and looking at it, different scenarios will come in front of your eyes and you can enjoy it. Samadhina anusmara tadvicheshtitam. Narada told Vyasa, remember his leelas in samadhi. That is the point of listening to all these stories. This is not the exhaustive list, conclusive list. When you go back, meditate upon this. Meditate upon Sri Krishna. You will see him show you these leelas. Many more leelas you might come and discover. We will stop here for now. And we will come back again at 5:30. Sarve bhavantu sakinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kashyat dukha bhag bhavetu loka samasta sakino bhavantu. Loka samasta sakino bhavantu, loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Sai Ishwarar Pranamastu.